Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tina Smarani Hoy Vignavinashan Anayasha Hoy Nijavanchita Pura Namo Bhaktivinoda Satchidananda Namini Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we're celebrating the appearance of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who appeared in this world in 1838 by the Christian calendar. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared in Ulagram, Birnagar, presently in district Nadia, just at the edge, southern edge of district Nadia of West Bengal. Now, on the order of Srila Prabhupada, that Birnagar is being developed by ISKCON under the guidance of Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and his disciples. Yeah, what I was going to say, the appearance place of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is being developed. So that should develop into a great place of pilgrimage. It's only 13 years to his bicentennial of his birth appearance, and with the continued spreading of the Krishna consciousness movement, his glories will be spread more and more, and we can expect a very major celebration all over the world, and especially at Birnagar in the year 2038. At the time of his birth, it could have hardly been imagined what a great personality he would be. By the time of his passing away from this world in 1914, he was a very much respected figure in Bengal. With much struggle, he had become a very prominent administrator in the British rule, but he was respected in Bengali society for his revival and spreading of Krishna consciousness. But even then it would hardly have been expected that his glories would be chanted all over the world, that his songs would be sung all over the world, and his writings translated into many languages and propagated all over the world. Some of his writings are translated in Telugu also. For several decades, the Sri Krishna, that was even going back to maybe 1970s or 1960s even maybe. It was the Sri Krishna Shikshashtakam, Sri Chaitanya Shikshashtakam, and Jaiva Dharma also. I think that was done by Srila Prabhupada's godbrother Y. Jagannathan. Was it him who translated? Yeah, he translated those books. And nowadays there must be others translated, I would guess. Harinam Chintamani is a very well-known book among his many books. So presumably that's been published in Telugu also, I would presume. I don't know. I would think so, yeah. From Gauriya Math, yeah. So in 1838 it could hardly have been imagined that he would have inspired such a wide spreading of Krishna consciousness, and that his glories would be sung in this remote village in what is now called Andhra Pradesh. At that time I think it was part of Madras Presidency. I'm not sure what the system of governance was at that time. But Madras Presidency, Bombay Presidency, and Calcutta Presidency. And then there were all the... it may have been... It was probably under the Srikakulam Raja. Vijayanagaram Raja, yeah. I'm not sure. That may have also been under the president, more or less, anyway. Or actually this whole project, of course, Kurmagrama wasn't here at the time. That was also inspired by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Because although for centuries Gauriya Vaishnavas had been somewhat dismissive of Varnashram Dharma, it was he who, in his writings, stressed very much that we need to re-establish Varnashram Dharma according to the proper system. So gradually, as his glories become more and more known, there'll be dozens of books and thousands of lectures written on his glories. And of course, we're all fortunate to receive the blessings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur through the mercy of His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who often noted that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent one of his books in English, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to many people in the Western world in 1896, which was also the birth year of Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada, he often made the connection, because Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also predicted that soon a personality will arise who will spread the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu throughout the world. And clearly that personality was His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I've been giving a series of talks against atheism. And I was just thought of another reason that we cannot accept atheism, and specifically establishing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the reason is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Well, it's one reason. It's not, I wouldn't say it's Mukhya Karanam. There are so many. It could be taken like that, but his whole life was kirtan. Grihe Thakur, Bone Thakur, Sada, Hari, Bole Dako, Sukhe Duke Bhola Nako, Vadane Harinam Balore. That was really the story of his life. In his own words, he gave the story of his life in a autobiography which he wrote for private consumption. And he gave many autobiographical inferences in many of his songs. But this sums it all up. Grihe Thakur. He was a grihastha for most of his life. He was a Paramahamsa in the grihastha ashram. And he was always glorifying Krishna. And Sukhe Dukhe, from the external perspective, he had many difficulties and setbacks in his life. He is can be a great inspiration for persons who are facing so many difficulties in their life. One after another, he faced so many difficulties. But he always went on glorifying Krishna. And he produced so many books and so many songs. We just sung this one song, Yashomati Nandana Vrajabara Nagara. And Srila Prabhupada instituted the practice of daily singing Jaya Radha Madhava. So these are all songs of Nama Kirtan. And there are many, many composed by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur among his many other songs. So it's very clear that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was deeply in love with Krishna. And his love for Krishna manifested in the form of innumerable kirtans and other writings. So this is proof of Krishna. That was not false. A very real experience of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which he has communicated to us, left this treasure to us. And we can understand how great Krishna is from one name of Krishna, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given in this song, Yashomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara. So all these names that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has collected in this song declare the glories of Krishna. But especially on this appearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we can highlight one of those names, Bhaktivinoda Ashraya. This name, he is the shelter of Bhaktivinoda. So if someone can be the shelter of Bhaktivinoda, the shelter of Bhaktivinoda has to be such a great personality, because he himself is such a great personality. So this establishes the greatness of Krishna. Who can attract the mind and give shelter to such a great personality? Krishna must be so great. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur himself is so great that he can give shelter to the whole universe. Brahmanda Tarate Shakti Dhare Jane Jane. Every one of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is powerful enough to deliver the whole universe. And that's practically seen in the life of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who revived the mercy flow of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mercy flow. I was saying the word dhara, you must have that, which was practically it had been dammed and stopped up by so many bogus so-called Vaishnavas. But now that flow is flowing again. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, as he was passing away from the world, gave the blessing to the world, gave a blessing to the world. Bhaktivinoda dhara kokono ruddha hoibena. The flow of Bhaktivinoda will never be stopped up. So we're all so much indebted to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. How much are we indebted? We don't know, because we cannot estimate how great is his mercy. We can only imagine, but we cannot even begin to understand how great is his mercy. And the more we understand his mercy, the more we understand that it's far greater than we previously imagined. He's running around in ecstasy, showing all ecstatic symptoms. Well, if he does that in another 20 years' time, we'll either think he's we'll think he's a madman. That's our aim. We want to make him a madman. Swamiji, what is the ultimate goal of your teaching? We want to turn everyone into mad people. Swamiji, what is your psychological advice? Yes, to be mad is very good. That is our advice. Everyone in this world is mad after sense gratification. But if you could run around for Krishna madly, that is perfection. So he's carrying on from a previous life. Bishoyi amare pagala balaya. What is the next line? Sharir ke dibeka dhuli. Amare dibeka dhuli. Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays that the greatest mercy his guru can give him is if that all the materialistic people will call him mad and throw dirt on him. But factually speaking, he didn't do that. He used his credentials as a highly placed British government officer to attract the more high-class people of this world to the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. But he wanted ultimately to bring people to the stage of divyonmad, transcendental, spiritual madness in love of Krishna. Varnashram dharma based on qualities and work, not solely and wholly on birth. So we have much service to do in the service of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And when you're ploughing the fields and taking out the cows, you can also sing the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I was recently in Navanandagram. So they have a practice there of every evening after the evening arati singing different song of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If you sing one every day, will you finish in a year? Maybe. Many of his songs, they're more like poems. They're not, I've never heard them sung. They could be sung, but as any poem could be, but many of them, they're not sung. Just like, for instance, we have, there are so many. Karpanya Panjika, you probably never even heard of that. That's his Bengali rendition of a work of Srila Rupa Goswami. You see, I think you've not even heard of it. He has so many nice things. He has many important songs of him. Then our devotees don't know. Yamuna Bhavavali. He's given in Bengali verse many of the verses of Yamuna Acharya Stotra Ratna. So while you're digging the ground up here, you can dig up some treasure. You may think we need so much wealth here to develop the project, so maybe we'll dig up some gold by chance. But you can dig up at every step. By the songs of Bhaktivinoda, you can dig up the wealth, take it out of your heart. It's already it's the relight. It's like putting fire to a wick. It's already there. You just have to make the connection. Bhakti yoga. So that wealth is Bhaktivinoda is giving, and by cultivating this project, we can cultivate our hearts. People are coming here because they're attracted by hearing about the beautiful scenery and the natural living. We're not interested in beautiful scenery or natural living. That's not our purpose. Our purpose is the wealth of the spiritual world. So this is a very suitable atmosphere for cultivating that. So people may come here looking for something, but we ultimately, something better than their city life, which is for sure, but we want to give them something greater than they can even imagine, which is the hidden wealth within everyone's heart, who Bhaktivinoda Thakur in one of his songs refers to as Hridaya Raj, the king of the heart, referring to Krishna. Who knows which song that's in? No. Comes in that Udilo Aruna song. Ebena Bhajale Yashoda Sutta Paribe Kori. Oh, no, not that line. Which line does it come in? Jibana Anitya Jana Hashata Hinana Vida Pipar. Ba Namashri Kori Jotani Tako Apana Kaji. Jibana Anitya Jana Hasha Na Tahinana Vida Vipada Ba. Obida Timira Tapana Rupe Ridga Gane Bira. No, I can't remember which line. It comes in that song, but I just can't remember which line.
Ridga Gane Viraj.
Huh?
Ridga Gane Viraj.
Huh? Udita Tapana Hoile Asta Dingalo Hole Bali Hoibe Basta Tobikeno Tobikeno Ebe Olasha Hoi Naboja Hridaya Raja. That's it. The sun has risen, it will set, and we are getting busy for the day. So why are you so busy and not worshipping the Lord of the heart? So we can tell people. His songs are very instructive also. So many good instructions. How can we satisfy Bhaktivinoda Thakur? What's the last verse of that Udilo Aruna song? Krishna Nam Sudha Koryapan Jurao Bhaktivinoda Pran. Bhaktivinoda is simply asking us to drink the nectar of the name of Krishna. And if we do this, this will make Bhaktivinoda Thakur very happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna.